North and South Korea hold first family reunion in four years. Seoul, South Korea, CNN. Families torn apart for more than 60 years, separated by the Korean War, began to reunite at a mountain resort in North Korea to Thursday. Without any regular forms of communications between the two Koreas, the family members have gone decades without phone calls, letters, and emails, unable to know whether their loved ones are alive or dead. The majority of the participants in South Korea are now in their 80s and 90s. The meetings are likely to be the last time the separated families will have contact with one another. Thursday's reunion will be the first since 2010. The negotiations leading to the expected reunions have also been painstaking, reflecting the tensions between North and South Korean governments. Past reunions have been emotional affairs with sobbing relatives clinging to each other and showing each other family photos. On Thursday, the first of a 5-day event, an initial 200 North and South Koreans will meet. Among them is Jung Jun, whose brother was 8 years old when he last saw him. Jung, a North Korean conscript during the Korean War, was taken prisoner by UN forces in South Korea. He has since lived in the South and has been unable to see his family. But 4 years ago, he received a letter and several photos of his family in North Korea through the Red Cross. The black and white photos show his brother and a picture of his brother's wedding. Major life milestones John had been unable to attend. I was shocking, he said. I didn't even know they were alive, although I had hoped they were. After reading the letter, I started crying. I was filled with both joy and sorrow. Read. Horrific crimes revealed in UN report. John clutched the only memorabilia he has of his long-lost family. Whenever I miss my family, I read this letter, John said. John, a silver-haired and agent, thought he finally got his chance when he learned he'd be part of a reunion group last September. The reunion weddings in Seoul has thousands of names, and the lucky ones are selected through a computer-generated lottery. But Pyongyang canceled the September event with only a few days' notice, accusing Seoul of soaring ties between the two countries. It was like being hit on the back of the head, John said about the shock of coming so close only to have his hopes dashed. I had to take medication and sedatives. It may have felt like deja vu for Jen in February, after the Korean government reached an agreement to hold reunions. Less than a day later, North Korea said it may back out if South Korea holds its annual military drills with the United States. South Korea has refused to cancel the annual drills. Pyongyang's attempt to link the reunions to politics were rejected by both Seoul and Washington, who see it as a purely humanitarian issue. Read. Uncertainty still dominates on Korean peninsula. Trust remains tenuous in the peninsula, separated by world's most fortified borders, the demilitarized zone, and rocked by North Korea's nuclear test that year. Although delayed by snow, 82 South Korean participants, accompanied by 55 other members, arrived Wednesday afternoon and were scheduled to have lunch before finally meeting their families. The rate of inter-Korea reunions meant that many participants in ill health insisted on going to Mount Kungan for the event, desperate for a chance to see their relatives. 19 of the South Korean participants were in wheelchairs. 2 South Korean participants departed for the reunion venue by ambulance. One of them was receiving an 5 drip, refusing to miss the date. South Korean participants of the reunion were seen bring gifts for their family members. The most popular gifts for families in North Korea were choco pies, a chocolate-covered treat, along with medicine and medical supplies like painkillers, according to YDN, a CNN affiliate in South Korea. Read: How choco pie infiltrated North Korea's sweet bowl. They were greeted with a newly made stone near their North Korean facilities that read, Long life General Kim Jong-un, the son of military First Korea.